I seem incredibly loud here.
You're not allowed on our
So,
end.
You're
good,
perfect
good,
here.
No, you're fine.
perfect. So, yeah, I just wanted to address a few things.
You
That
like wearing
timing,
dresses?
I like to undress things.
I bet you do. That's wonderful. Um,
What are you addressing, bro?
Sorry. I
Are you
apologize,
trying to
Michael.
lay
I'm a
the
smart
are you
ass.
trying
I
to
can't
lay the
help it.
Habs law down on me, man? What's going on here?
Oh,
no,
snap.
no Habs law tonight. No,
Oh,
it's
boy.
just,
Let's be thankful for that.
yeah, no, just decent courtesy. The reason that I did the timer was one individual in that broadcast would not stop interrupting.
No, I was actually complimenting you because I think it was a good idea to have the 1 minute of what you're thankful for.
hmm
Yeah, well,
That's what I was
it
saying.
wasn't perceived as that.
Oh,
But
I understood that. Yeah.
yeah, so many people liked it, many people hated it. Some people
Right.
thought it was controlling. Exactly.
Right. No.
So what was funny is when it was
55 seconds.
on, people loved it until the last 15 seconds, and then they got frustrated.
It did. I gotta admit, it did kind of get annoying for a little while. I think it went
Was
on a
that
little
Yeah.
bit too
this
long.
morning that you did that,
No, it was a
Michael?
couple nights
No,
ago.
Oh, it
it
was a
was
couple nights ago. Okay.
it was with
That's,
JB because JB kept going over and I said, "Look, do you
Oh.
need a minute?" So I
well, you
gave
like
him a
name
minute.
dropping, don't you?
Oh, I do, absolutely. So we've been working things out. He reached out to James and wants to work things out, and
James Namus.
yeah, and so the only reason I was upset is he kept putting pictures of pigs on when I kept talking, and he kept putting pictures of
Well, Michael, you
bulls.
have a way of really pissing people off on this platform.
Yeah, I do. I do it because I
You
speak my
know,
truth.
it's
You
like
know.
the multiverse has left, and now it's become you are the mayor of Haps all of a
Oh
sudden.
no, I'm not the mayor. Do you know who the mayor
Oh,
of Haps
but
is?
we
I
know who the
think
governor
honestly,
is. We know
Who
who
is
the
the
it's
governor is.
self-appointed mayor of Haps? Please tell us.
I would say Tony D is the mayor.
You
This guy
think?
right here,
Yeah,
right there. There he
absolutely.
is.
Yeah,
Tony D?
Tony
No,
D.
no,
Oh,
no, man.
absolutely.
You're driving this platform right now.
People love him. Oh
No,
my
people
God.
love you because you're
Yeah,
Oh
driving this
Michael,
no,
you're
platform.
kind of like the
no,
beacon of light that people flock
no. I'm
to
the
for
Howard Stern.
guidance
No,
in the
no.
dark.
I've become the Howard Stern of Haps. What happens is we have people
Mm.
who love me, and we have people who hate me so bad they got to watch what I'm saying.
Look at Bernie in the chat. It's so good.
Yeah.
Um,
So you
I
can
will.
watch that. You can watch that video, and
Oh, I did. I
it's
did. It was quite
he's
entertaining.
got pigs in the background, and he's playing with the bowl. And I'm
I made some
thinking,
popcorn.
I bet you did. And it
Oh
was
yeah,
fantastic.
there's several people on here. There's three. You're
Yeah.
included in that three. There's three people on here that I
The
just got to go make
trifecta.
some Orville Redenbacher and just
Yeah,
sit back
go
and
for
they're
it.
sitting here like.
So we're actually working it out thanks to James. And James came forward, and JB, I think wants to fix it. So
I'm
which is
just so
great.
glad I'm not a part of this drama. You
It's
know,
not drama
I'm
though
just
to me.
I'm on the outside looking in, and it's just
Yeah.
it is drama, whether you want to admit it or not. It's
Oh
It is.
God, not
drama's
at
drama.
all.
It's like Days of Our Lives Hap style. It's kind of crazy.
Can I share something with you in my real
Sure,
life? This
yeah,
is
yeah.
like a slight pimple
Oh, I
in
have one of those at
comparison
home.
in comparison to what I deal with every day, putting
Yeah.
out
Mm.
fires. So maybe to me it's not drama. Yeah. I've had situations at my work where I've had people come at each other with machetes. Yeah.
That's fun.
Do you work at
And
Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios?
yeah. Can
Because that sounds
can
like a
I
Halloween event gone bad right there.
can I tell you a story that's kind of funny?
Sure, Michael. Tell me a story that is
Okay,
kind of
so
funny.
this is at one of my old businesses.
Okay.
And these two distributors came in, they used to sell me stuff. And the guy
Okay.
went out to his car, got a machete, and then threatened to kill me and the gentleman who was selling me product. You will not, what did he say? You will not take food from my family's mouth. And started swinging. And I mean, the type that was so sharp that you could take someone's head right off.
Whoa.
So the other guy goes, no machetes, let's fight. So they started punching the crap out of each other in my store while I had customers there. And at
this
the
is
end
in
of it, they
Canada,
went,
right?
this is in Canada. And then
Nice.
the one guy said to the other guy, if you don't sue me, I don't sue you. We're fine, right? Shook hands and they left. Both bleeding.
They must have been
stuff
former
got-
hockey players.
Oh. Well,
Those dang bolters, eh?
I had customers say what you said. It was like popcorn. But
Dude, I'm telling you.
I thought I could get, I thought I wanted to sit down, but I was afraid I get run over because you didn't know where to go because they were running
What's up,
all over
Bobby
the place.
Shadow? Hey, bud.
Yeah,
Hi,
I love Bobby
Bobby.
Shadow.
Longtime friend. I love that dude.
Yep.
Bobby,
He
We've
loves
known
you.
him a day
love
or two.
you.
Yeah, he loves you. He was on my
I love
broadcast the
Bobby.
other
Me and
day,
Bobby's had
professing his
some
love.
really
Bobby
Yeah.
deep
calls me mom.
conversations. Like
Well, you have
Bobby,
that. You have a mother divine energy for sure.
Oh,
she does.
Absolutely.
But
shucks.
Bobby and I have been through it, man. We've been through it together.
Yeah,
He's had some struggles on his end. I'm not going to go into that. That's personal. I've had a
yeah,
lot of struggles on
Definitely.
my end. Me and him's actually
yeah,
spent a lot of times late at night
yeah.
talking on the phone, just sharing
He's
and
good
pouring out.
people. He's good
Dude,
people. He really
he's,
is.
he's legit. I love Bobby Shadow.
Yeah, he's been always very kind to me. I don't
So
think
much
he's.
respect, so much heart
Yeah,
in one individual, and he loves making pancakes for his son. I mean, it's just awesome to see him making
he's really
pancakes.
good with his brother too. That's what I
Yes, he
love.
is. Yeah, his
Really
truck
good
driver
with his
brother.
brother.
Yep.
You had to bring up the pancakes.
Oh, dude. I mean, the dude is a pancake connoisseur.
I
He's
want to
an
Dude,
see you
Bobby.
do a pancake Uncle Buck style.
I wish you
Yeah.
bring him up. He is such a spiritual person now.
Bobby, are you
I'm gonna
available
bring
to
him up.
join us?
I'm gonna bring him up here in a little bit. I just want to talk to you for a minute and just
Sure.
kind of get to talk to
Oh,
you
he's
for a minute.
naked.
I
That's fun.
haven't. Oh, you're trying to compete with Nazim now, huh? I see
Oh
how it is.
boy.
He's the king
But
of the white curlies.
yeah, man, I kind of feel like you've, in a way, being thrown kind of to the wolves of the rest of the platform, because you have to admit there's a lot of people that's left,
Yeah,
and in
yeah, which
that,
is sad. Which is
well, I
sad.
mean, I didn't say I was going to leave. I didn't
Yeah,
say that. I said I'm not going to do art on this platform. Period.
yeah, yeah.
That's what I said
And
too.
I think I may just end up doing what I'm doing now, just casual conversation
Love it.
on apps. But in terms of what I produce, if you want to see that, that's definitely on Twitch. I'm 3
Yeah.
streams in already on Twitch on the Creative
How about
Multiverse.
Facebook? Can you do it on there as well?
Facebook, I hate Facebook, man.
Why?
They
What do you need to?
govern you so much on
No
Facebook and
way.
restrict
Explain.
you.
I don't know, and
Well,
I'm not being.
Facebook, unless you have contracts with Facebook, have very shoddy monetization. And so the one thing I like about Twitch is if you
Mhm.
really want to be sincere about your streaming and what you're producing, Twitch gives you all the tools that you need to become an
Right.
affiliate and become a partner. And when
Yeah.
you reach those milestones, you start making money,
You get
legit
paid.
money.
You get
And,
paid.
you
Yeah.
know, and so Facebook's very finicky because you can't do, like, you hear the music that I'm streaming,
Yeah.
you can't even do that on Facebook Live because you'll immediately be taken down. Your video will be removed and deleted. So
Right.
you have to be very cautious. There's a fine line that Facebook follows, and I don't
Yeah.
Well, and you
jive.
have to invest a ton of money in ads just to get eyeballs on your content.
Yeah. That's
You
true.
do. Yeah,
That
and
is
Where
very.
then
That's a
Twitch
really good
is
point.
not
Yeah.
necessarily that way.
But some people have gotten
I
rich
see it.
doing
yes,
the
in the
advertising
house.
too, though. Some people have gotten extremely rich doing the advertising.
But
And
I don't want to get
YouTube,
rich. I just want to be able. I love to be a live streamer,
yeah. How
and
about
I just
YouTube though?
I already have a production on YouTube. I have several
Yeah,
productions on YouTube.
yeah. So
I don't
wouldn't
need
that be enough,
to go
and
there.
just have Chucks and Giggles Network here?
Well, I mean, that's what I just said,
Light
right?
Talk Chat. Sorry, I'm not
I
being
mean, that's just what
disrespectful.
I just said is I want to
Yeah,
probably just use this more of a conversation platform.
I want to
I'm
pick
not
your
going to be
brain about
building.
something, if it's okay, because you're the
Yeah,
connoisseur of OBS.
sure. You can
You
pick my
both are.
brain and my ponytail. How about
Not
that?
to be disrespectful, because I tried to run it. I wanted to throw my computer out the window.
Run what?
OBS on Haps. I literally wanted to throw my computer out the window
But why?
because nothing works. It's ridiculous. It's pixelating. It doesn't. I don't know what's going on with Haps, but you should be able to run
You
out.
have a computer that has a really decent video card and enough
Oh
RAM
yeah.
to be able to push
Oh,
it.
I got all that. I'm crystal
Do
clear on
you?
any other platform.
uh,
You're crackling right now on audio. See, the thing is,
I shouldn't be.
but you are though,
It's not what
and
I'm
you
producing.
also dropped. And I know you have crazy
I
great.
have gigabit internet now. As of Friday, I have 1,000 up and
Right.
1,000
So
down.
it shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
No, no.
Here's what I'm
Um,
saying. So I will not run OBS on here because I don't, and I've seen people I know have better systems than I have, and I have a pretty good system. It should be enough.
I have a decent
Michael,
system.
can I ask you what was your intention or what was the goal of switching over to OBS?
I just wanted to put
To
photos up.
play with the fun stuff. Okay. I was just
Yeah.
curious because I was like, I know your thing is music. And I know
Mhm.
that you've
Mhm.
said it multiple times that that was what you were wanting to run. And that
Yeah.
in the way Haps is set up currently, you can't run audio through OBS.
Correct.
Nope.
Not without a
Exactly.
You
mixer.
have to use what I hear. Here you go. I'm going to show you the trick to what makes Joe's streams
You are
work.
crackling a little bit though, but I don't know how or
Yeah.
why.
And he shouldn't be.
No.
So that is the magic right there. That is a digital USB mixer.
Yeah.
And so it goes directly into my PC. One
Yeah.
toggle of the switch here, anything that plays on my computer will go through. So if I hit this button right
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
no music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I hit it back, music. So
Yep.
I can control the volume of the music. I can control
But you
every
have
aspect.
really good equipment, okay? And you're staticky. And anybody
Good.
who
Sure
runs
is.
on it, and I'm crazy picky about audio.
Oh, I am too. I mean,
Yeah.
And when they had it before, where you could upload, it was seamless. Like it sounded good. There
yeah, I don't know
and
why.
everything sounds compressed now. There's no depth to the
That's
sound.
Haps's audio management on the native platform. That's not
Oh, it
coming
drives
out
me
of Joe's
crazy.
system.
It drives me crazy.
Yeah, it drives me
Unfortunately, there's nothing we
So,
can do to fix that other than to kill a
but
stream and
thank you.
reset it.
But
And
you
I don't
make
need
me
a
think,
feel
30-day
better.
guarantee.
Yeah,
I
you make me
think the
feel better.
audio should sound better on your end. I think I figured it out. I had, I think it was an OBS issue on my end, so I should be clear now.
So far,
Yeah. I looked down on OBS. My CPU was running at 68%.
oh, that's a little high, so it may have been clipping that
The reason
audio out.
why is I had my Twitch and PopX running the videos. I had to disable all of that.
Yeah, that's a
So
lot of videos running at once.
now I'm running at a nice 14%. So I should be
Beautiful.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That CPU
So
life.
if you're running OBS, so I
But
have
when I ran OBS, it
four.
was running at 5%. So it wasn't
Well, that's
that.
good. No, that's
That's
good.
good. That's really
The
good.
thing about it, you probably there's a
I was
couple
only
things
running
in
pictures. It wouldn't
yeah,
even do
you can do that.
pictures.
You can
No,
run
but it would.
pictures.
No, it kept pixelating, and it was crystal clear on my end.
Really?
Crystal clear, like vivid, like great
Yeah.
detail. I'm watching it on my screen, and I watch it back in the replay, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then
I've had
I
that happen
can't,
to me.
and then I can't
So
take it
can you see
down.
Whoa.
that?
Hello.
I can't even
Yeah,
take
we
it
see that.
down. That's the
Can you
other
see
thing that
that?
drives me. Oh, it's beautiful,
Yeah.
but I can't
That's
even
my
take
buddy,
it
Mr.
down.
Matthew Banks, right there from Blue Man
Nice.
Group.
Look at them blue baby eyes.
So I've
Baby
decided I'm
eyes.
going to wait until it's back to the way it was. I'm just going to leave it be.
Yes, it is. C.S. Murphy hit the nail on the head. It is a bitrate issue. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, HAPS caters to what's called low latency, which is 3,000. Wait a minute. It's 1,500 kilobits per second to 3,000. That's an extremely low because they want people to be accessible here on mobile phones. So there's low latency, mid latency, and normal latency. Normal latency would be for streams that have YouTube and Twitch. That ranges
Daisy?
between 6,000 and 12,000 kilobytes per second.
That makes sense.
When I'm
Okay.
when I'm
That's
streaming
what
to
it is.
YouTube or Twitch, I
Mhm.
always will bump that up to about 10 or
Yeah.
11,000.
Yeah.
All right. So on HAPS, I'm pretty sure it being a mobile driven platform,
Yeah.
that latency is very low.
Yeah. And
Because they
I
want
get it. And
yeah.
this really isn't set up for OBS. It isn't. I think it's supposed to be a chat stream.
Well,
Period.
I was talking to Pablo and he said that the OBS functionality is not going anywhere anytime soon. So they are allowing creators to open up that
Oh,
virtual
right.
camera to allow,
Right.
kind of what I have
I missed
created.
the day though of the stream key though.
Yeah, Joe,
Well,
right
you're
now
not going to
you're
get that.
actually pixelated in your output currently.
Yeah. Thank you.
It
It's not
clears up.
me.
It goes in and out.
You know
I
why?
was
It's
running
probably because I ran an
5%.
image just in.
Yeah.
I ran 5%.
Yeah.
That
So let
that
me
was my
just
CPU
stop my
use.
virtual camera and re-enable my virtual camera, and it should clear it back up.
Yeah, but that's what it did, and that stuff, literally, I want to pull my hair out.
Yeah, and that's the
Wow.
reason why. See, Lindsay and I have been doing a production called PopX
Yeah,
Cast. We've been doing it for about 6.5 years.
yeah,
And very early on, around March or April of this year, I got that urgency. It's like, man, I would love to bring PopX to this platform because of just all the social media aspects that it
hmm
has.
Yeah, it'd be really great.
Something innate inside of me said,
yeah,
don't do it, Joe. Hold
yeah,
off because of all these glitches. And they still haven't gotten,
yeah,
you know, what we need here for high end productions. One, you need 16 by 9. Two, you need high end latency. You need to be able to do more of a 5,000 to
yeah,
6,000 kilobit stream.
yeah,
If you have a couple of those things, those options available, even if it's a premier package, if it's
yeah,
something that you could subscribe to $4.99, $6.99 a month, shoot, it'd be worth it to have that high end capability. I would
yeah,
probably subscribe to it myself because I got a lot of people and subscribers on here.
yeah.
But
Twitch though is crystal clear,
Yeah.
Twitch, yeah, well, I
crystal
bumped
clear.
it.
Like,
The stream
because
I
what
did last
happened?
night on Twitch was
Amazing.
1080p, 60 frames a second, 10,000 kilobytes straight up. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, I sent you,
Another
I
one of
sent
my
you an
big
invite.
gripes for just a production standpoint is
Bobby, would you like to come up?
the multi-stream appearance. You have zero control over how it looks, and
Yeah.
not a lot of people are going to be a fan of floating hearts underneath your stuff. It's
Yeah.
not something that
Well,
is on brand for a million
as
people.
floating hearts go past your face.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you know what? That's temporary.
Hi, Rick.
But if you go look on Twitch, whenever they're all side by side, you have this floating river of hearts consistently there. It's annoying. It's
just really
distracting.
quick, I sent CS Murphy. I sent you an invite if you want to come up and hang. I'm
Oh,
not doing any art tonight, CS. I'm just kind of having casual convo.
Yeah,
Also,
sure.
Bobby, would you like to come up? I will send you an invite if you want to as well.
Oh,
But
now the other thing we have to remember is we're really starting with a whole new platform,
yeah,
it's
I get
definitely
that.
stripped. It's a
right?
brand new
And
babe.
it's like the
It
first
is a brand
week.
new babe, and
I
I
feel like
think
I'm cheating on the old one.
I'm going to always be here in some form
Yeah.
on
I
Haps. I'm
hope
not
so.
abandoning Haps 100%. I mean, I think a lot of people got the misconceptions like, well, Joe left the platform. No, I left part of what I'm doing on another platform, but I'm still
Yeah.
here in another ways. Does that make sense? Because I can't do what I need to do on here and do it in the clarity and the resolution that it needs to be
You've
output.
always said that though, bud.
Yeah.
Right from the day one, you were frustrated, even on
Oh
the other
yeah.
platform.
Still am frustrated, bro.
But yeah, yeah,
I mean, if you look at this stream and then you go over to my Twitch and look at last night's stream,
mhm.
apples and oranges, man.
Yeah. But you also know that Twitch has unlimited fundage.
Well, they're owned by Amazon. So.
Yeah, it's a beast.
But people like Pablo and Peter
Top notch.
really have, I mean, those are relationships and friendships that I don't want to just burn bridges with
No way.
at
You should
all.
never burn bridges.
No. I'm just talking about leaving the platform. I'm talking about abandoning all that they've done for me. I'm not going to just, slap them in the face and be like, wow, I'm leaving your platform now.
Yeah. It's not like we're calling them names and
No,
being
no.
slanderous and rude.
Peter and Pablo have done so much for me as a creative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can never repay that. So
Their life rate though right now has got to suck.
I
Like
feel
it's
bad for Pablo.
nonstop emails, and
I
then
feel bad for
tonight,
Pablo because Peter left for vacation for 5
yeah,
days.
Pablo's on
And
vacation now.
Pablo,
Yeah.
Pablo's doing a race
He got his
down in
break.
yeah, he's
and
racing.
then tonight Jay went off on Haps,
Jay,
Mr. Opera.
oh yeah, I don't. Again, here's the thing: I will never engage in those personal squabbles, those conflicts, the conflicts that you've had with 2 other individuals on here.
Mm-hmm.
I sit back and eat popcorn and I just watch it unravel because it's great entertainment for me. I know what you're on the receiving end is probably not fun for you on the moment, but as someone, I never allow drama on my streams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and I'm kind of like you in a way. because you know how you have this rule that if you can't see somebody, you can't engage with them.
That's right.
If I don't know who you are,
Yeah.
you're not getting on my stream. Because Lindsay and I have had that in the past on other
Yeah.
platforms. We've had people come up and they have just like dropped all kinds of like profanity, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, nope. Because I have a lot of people from my church who watch my streams. I have a lot of people who engage with me here in Orlando in real life and then watch
Mm-hmm.
me here on these streams as well.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
can't
It's one word. Can I say the
do
word?
that. Yeah.
Professional.
Yeah.
You're a professional. You care about your brand.
I care about my
It's
brand,
not.
and I care about the
It's
people that's with me along the ride as well.
yeah. But you definitely have a brand. It's not. Hey, I'm gonna get stoned. I'm
No,
gonna keep
I don't.
doing the bong
I
until I
don't.
pass out on my couch.
I don't do
And
drugs.
no. But
I
you do
can't
you
for
see
my
what I'm
liver's
saying?
sake.
Yeah. But well, I don't know if
Even
that
if,
last statement is completely true, but
well, yeah,
right, pharmaceutical.
I don't know where you're going with that, but
You don't do ibuprofen. You don't do,
no,
you
I do
know,
medical cannabis.
yeah,
You're
right.
referring to illegal
Oh, illegal stuff.
activities,
Or is that what you're
or
referring to, Michael?
No. I'm referring. We all do drugs. I do coffee. It's a drug.
Oh, well,
fair enough. Yeah,
I do
I'm
synth healing.
I'm
caffeine's
I'm
good.
a, I'm an addict.
Oh
Like
yeah, I
it's
love my
bad.
coffee in the morning.
Oh, it's
I
bad.
gotta be honest with you, I can't function unless I have my first cup of coffee in the morning.
So anybody who comes on and goes, I don't do drugs, you're full of shit. We all do drugs.
I'm talking about illegal stuff. I don't do the illegal stuff.
No,
Yeah.
but you make it illegal. Cannabis for the longest time was illegal. They
Well,
busted
anyway, you know
people.
what I'm saying? Shit.
No, back what you're saying. Hear
You
me
know what I
out.
mean, though, right? You know what I
No, I
mean.
don't know what you mean. I'm being serious. A year ago, you could have got busted on my street for going and smoking weed. You can now go to the end of the block and smoke out in front of the shop.
Mm.
That's how much the world has changed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So,
I'm a proud medical cannabis card carrier,
but like I don't
but
smoke weed because I can't do
no, I
it.
take it. I don't smoke it. I have oral pills and I have tincture drops that I take, but I do that because the only alternative I have is
Opioids.
oxycodone.
Oh God, don't man run.
No. I
Mm.
mean, I have it. I have prescriptions of it, and I have to keep it on hand. I mean, Michael, I don't share a lot. I haven't shared a lot with you, but my chronic pain levels because of the damage that's been
It's
done to my body
deteriorating. Is that what it is?
very rapidly. I mean, look, I
Yeah,
got muscle wasting right now. I mean, can you
yeah,
see my arm?
yeah.
Can you see that?
Yes,
That's called muscle atrophy.
yeah.
And so I can only bend my arm. That's in,
Mm-hmm.
that's out.
That's as far
That's
as it
all
goes.
the movement I'll ever have for the rest of my life.
That sucks.
And it can only get worse, not
And
better.
so the pain that comes with that on a daily,
Mm-hmm.
dude, I'm going to be real with you for a second.
I like that.
Doing simple things like going to the restroom
Mm-hmm.
on days when my pain is at its peak,
Yeah,
it's very challenging. Very challenging.
yeah. But people
Uh,
don't know people's stories. That's
I
the
don't,
thing.
but I don't share that side. I mean,
No, you
there's
don't have to.
there's a
You don't have
brand that
to.
I've created
Yeah,
called I Strive to Thrive, and if
yeah.
people want to know about the medical side of me, they can go there. I have my own
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, on YouTube. I have so there's so many facets of what I do. I have different brands for different things that I do. I don't have them all plunged in together.
Right.
And I made it that way specifically so when I'm doing speaking engagements at local chapters here in Florida, I can refer them to I Strive to Thrive. But if I'm doing art, I go to the Creative Multiverse. But if I'm doing
Mm-hmm.
podcasting and live streaming, I go to PopXCast. So there's layers.
Here's the other thing. I think food is drug. I really
can
do.
be.
I think a
I
lot of
eat to
people have
live,
food
not live to
addictions.
eat.
Sugar, right? Sugar is a drug. It really is. You can
There's
say
no
it's
sugar.
not. Chocolate.
Definitely can be.
This is just
Chocolate's
a
a drug.
seltzer water, polar seltzer, Concord Clementine.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is that one of your sponsors?
No,
And
I
now
wish.
if you
I mean, honestly, if I
order
could get a
3 and get one
seltzer sponsor,
free,
that would be
use this
great.
code.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
But I have
Hey,
friends that
Space
live on
Cow.
coffee and chocolate. That's their
What's up,
diet.
Alicia?
Space gal in the house.
Most people don't get your subtle humor. You know that, right? Like it just,
Whose humor?
and we're not going there. Just
Whose
leave it
humor?
be.
My humor or your humor?
Nobody's. We're just, yeah. You're smart. She's a smart girl. Let's say that she's smart.
Oh, she's sugar free too, huh?
She's
Yeah,
a
I get
very
what you're saying.
subtle. She's a subtle person. She
But I
knows.
like that though. I like a
She
witty.
gives you zingers, and the average person would go, "What?"
All right, guys,
Huh?
coming up, we got another one. Get ready.
Oh yeah. My
What's up,
phone
son?
told on.
What's up, sunshine? The universe says
Oh,
hello.
Hello?
holy purple
Hi.
Am I the
majesty!
10th caller?
You are.
What do they win, Johnny?
A case of
Why am
whatever
I
the hell
so
you just put
low
on
now?
the air.
That's awesome. Now I got to readjust. See, this is one thing I hate about this. I got to readjust every damn thing.
Look at that.
So, do you think coffee is a drug, sir? CS? Yes.
Oh my god, yeah. Comes from what is it? Caffeine comes from it's like, well, much like sugar, right? It's a
Yeah.
well, a sugar is a cane, so much like cocaine.
Mm,
You have sugar
Coquina.
in the plant. Yeah.
my favorite.
I like coquina.
Okay,
Tickle
sugar.
my
Is
fancy.
that a drug?
Yes, it is.
Only if you're kissing me on my cheek.
Smooches. Smooches for you.
Kisses cause germs, and germs are hated. Kiss me, Bathurst. I've been vaccinated.
Oh
Beautiful.
wow.
Double.
Don't lick people though.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Chocolate. Is that a drug?
Yep.
Everything's a drug if you use it in excess, right?
That's why I go red.
Anything
when people go, "I'm
that you do in
drug-free."
excess to your
Nobody's
body
drug-free.
is I mean, according if you're looking at it from a biblical standpoint, anything in excess to your body is
Space Gal only drinks 120 ounces of coffee a day.
nice.
She has it under control completely.
She's got it all regulated.
And that's right, Jeeves. No licking. Do not lick people, even if you're vaccinated.
Yeah,
Don't lick
no
people.
licking allowed.
Don't lick
Okay,
people.
you going to do a broadcast on that? Is there like a 101 seminar?
No, that's a mantra. I say it in all my streams. Don't lick people.
Really.
I'm trying to line up here with
Let's
C.S. Murphy
Okay,
here.
the king of
Let me see if
zingers
I can
right
get
here.
Dinner first.
So make sure we're no wait a minute, almost there. I gotta make sure that we're
Wait for it.
perfectly aligned.
Is this like a docking formation
Oh.
here?
Yeah, and there we go. I'm
It's
close.
like a space
I'm
odyssey.
close.
Wow.
They're
So
trying
I'm-
to get their
I'm
parts to
amazing.
connect so they can dock
These
it
look
in.
like
Me and
Haps
CS.
business cards right now.
We're
Yeah.
moving half the business card.
Well, here's
Actually,
my
right now,
business
all I can
card.
think is of Prince right now. I think Prince
How do
is
we
gonna
share
pop up.
streams? I think there's a button somewhere.
Yeah, there's a button down at the bottom. Here, Bobby. I'll give you the.
Listen,
share.
I'll beam down if Bobby wants to come up because I would love to hear him. Does he want to come up?
Oh man, you hang up
I'm
here.
not sure.
There's room for everybody.
Sunday night smoke in the house.
How's a room for everyone? Oh, you're doing it a different way. Is that what we're doing? I've got
But I will
12
say
people.
this, but I will say this, Michael.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you for creating a set of rules for yourself and sticking with it.
Oh yeah.
That's going
Here's
to
the
help you
thing
go.
too.
That's going to help you go far.
But here's the thing. If I say I'm leaving, I leave. I don't come back. And I did that in relationships. I remember
That's good.
I was
That's-
with
that's
someone.
really good.
This was when I was younger. And the person said, I need to leave. And I said, okay. And I said, is this what you want? And she goes, yeah. And I never let her come back. I said,
Yeah.
no, I'm going to honor your first decision.
Nice.
Just sad story.
It's a beautiful story. Listen,
Good
I'm
story,
waiting for Prince to come out just on the top of your stream there and do some spins. Go, ow.
It's not gonna happen.
Can we get like one of those animated sprites to put on top of CS's
But-
little box to dance around?
Kind of
Work some ideas, man.
concluding the conversation a little bit, Michael. I'm very thankful that you've always invited me and you've always treated me with the utmost respect, despite what some people on this platform have said. Doesn't really bother me. Sticks and stones, that stuff rolls off my back. But I appreciate you, appreciate your heart, trying to remain positive and not hammering people over the head with the same stuff over and over.
You mean a 5-hour broadcast?
whatever
of
you
the
can
wonder of
interpret
Michael
that. You can interpret
Bathurst.
that your own way. I'm just saying, just kind of being a place where people can come and just be real.
Yeah, but
That's
and you know what I
needed on
call
the
it?
call.
Don't circle the wagon.
Yeah, sure.
You know, you can come back 5 hours later and we're still talking about the same issue. Do you know what I'm
Yeah, I
talking
don't
about?
want to do that. No, that's no
No,
bueno. No bueno
no.
on my
There's no value in that.
Nope.
no.
You just turn it off and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the other thing is too, you have to blame yourself if you let that into your life. Right? Like if
Mm-hmm.
you're an average of the 5 people you hang around most. So if
Yeah.
you hang around people who live in pain and suffering and you think that's okay, and if you want to have mystery in your life and not know what's going on, like here's an example. If I'm not on the camera right now, I could be going,
I've done that a few times.
and then I'm going, yes, I agree. Yes, you are
Michael, I've
beautiful.
never seen that scowl on your face before. It's
That
actually
was
Oh, I
quite
know.
beautiful. I want to
contagious.
I caught
screenshot
someone
that.
doing that one day. They didn't know their cameras on, and I
And
screen
they
shared.
were
Oh, they
well,
loved it. They
oh,
lost their mind. That was
nice.
another platform.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what they were doing.
Captain Rehab.
Oh, listen, he
Oh,
has
Rehab.
he's
shower broadcasts.
serenading us.
I can't watch them. I end
They're
up throwing up.
beautiful. It's a lot of.
I'm
Not to
sorry.
say
I'm
that
just
he
being
didn't give
real.
it a shot.
I mean, you know,
I'll be right back. I got to get a coffee. I'm sorry. That's too much
yeah.
for me.
If I need dysentery, that's what I watch. But
Dysentery. Oh my god, that's funny.
Who's
Elise,
dysentery?
so well,
Yeah, we're trying to
One
control.
stroke
Ross
at a
J.
time.
Captain, I just can't do it.
I can't do it. I don't have the pour.
I just cannot do it.
Yeah, not much, man. Just keeping the art flame alive, working, and I got a bunch of things coming down the pipeline. I'm learning about Twitch, which is just this like deep chasm of
It
information
is
that
so
I just
deep.
It's an
it
endless
is
pit of
ridiculous.
dude.
There's like
I,
streamer bots and like stream
Yeah.
yeah,
elements.
I just
Stream
set up a
this.
Nightbot last night.
Elements and labs and
You should check out Nightbot. It's free.
commands.
Nightbot. I will do that.
Nightbot will add. You can add timers, and so I have 6 set
Yes.
up for like every 15 minutes. Follow Joe on Instagram with a link, or something like that, or follow us on Discord with a link.
Yes, there's definitely a
Yeah.
rabbit hole.
So, but it's free, and so when you go live, it automatically activates, and
Yeah.
it'll just. And so I've got one on like every 10 minutes, another one set for every 25 minutes. So they'll just constantly loop and cycle.
Yeah. There's something similar to what I'm learning as well. I don't know if you've heard of Streambot, but it's like this huge thing that you can set up timers for. Like if you have a flashing logo, but you don't want to give someone epilepsy every like 3 seconds and having this flashing thing in
Right.
the lower right hand corner, you could have it go for like a second and then let it go for 45 seconds and have it re-trigger, which is awesome because that
That is kinda
exactly
cool.
what I'm looking for.
That's nice.
And that's called
Yeah.
Streambot?
Streambot, yeah. There's also another thing that I realized is that you can actually type in certain things like exclamation point, like poo or
commands.
whatever, and it will trigger
Yeah.
off like a fart sound or something. So I'm like, I want to jump on and do a fart
Yeah,
sound.
they have like little
I'm
game
so
script
excited
too
about
that
it.
you can play like roulette
Yeah.
and
I'm learning
popcorn
so
and
much.
all sorts of stuff.
My next thing to learn
Stream?
is how to do the on-screen animations. Like when somebody subscribes, you get like
The
a little
alerts. I was
the
just playing with
alerts.
that.
Yeah.
And so like when somebody
Check that out.
subscribes or somebody follows, I would like to have some kind of animation that would recognize that
Mhm.
follow.
Yeah, I got those
Um,
set up on mine tonight.
So I need to probably pick someone's brain on how to do that.
I figured out how to do it on
Yeah.
Streamlabs.
You're using Streamlabs?
So,
That's the only way that
I
I
want to
know.
ask C.S. Murphy because I never get a chance to ask him a question. So, C.S. Murphy, at my work, they're talking about a technology where they're going to have you own your photograph of your face, and it will be like your login. So that will also be your way to get into the site. It'll almost be like a key. No one can verify. No one can copy it and reuse it. You own that. That will be your digital, and you have to pay for it. They're working on that technology as we speak, and you won't be able to get in your website unless you have that picture, which is your key, and you will not be able to get on the site unless you have a picture of yourself to verify. They're also talking about if you're not willing to go on the video, and they're doing this with customers, we don't want to deal with you, because what we have people doing is not engaging, turning their microphone off, having parties, and the guy's doing a seminar and there's 40 people not listening.
Yeah.
So, and that's a small new company that I'm dealing with right now that is somewhat of a startup. And their first year, they're really happy. They're going to just get over $1 million in their first year. So they're happy.
Cool.
Another company that I work with didn't make that much the first year. And now they make, what did we make? I think we made 150 million last year. And our biggest problem that we have is identity theft. So we have people pretending to be, I can't go into that, but
I know where you're going with it.
It's getting really bad where people are pretending to be people. They've stole millions of dollars from banks. They've stolen information. I knew of one place where the person came in pretending to be a sweeping cleaner or something. I'm here to clean the vents, and started cleaning the vents and and stole a couple of the laptops to get the information.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And what's even more fun is they returned the laptops. Got the information they wanted. Got the information they wanted, and said, "I'm not a thief that way." Or something like that. That was the note.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, they might have put a bug in the laptop and returned it like that show. I forgot what it was.
Oh
Yeah.
right. That went
Took
through
a
and like
clock
wiped
in the
everything
room,
off.
and then they bugged it, and then they had to return the clock before the person that owned that office went back in there and noticed the clock gone.
So one of my best friends in the world, like you told me I can't mention his name, but I can tell the story. So he owns a business, and he has to
go
wear
grab
a
some
suit.
popcorn.
He has to wear a suit, right? And a tie and a shirt and the whole bit, right? So he forgot that he didn't turn his camera off, and he went to get up to go get a drink, and he had purple underwear on with polka dots
Oh boy.
and sandals,
Oh boy.
like, poolside sandals.
Yeah.
And everybody at his work went, "You knew what you were doing. Don't pretend that you didn't. You wanted it to blow up on the net. Come on." And then someone else said, no, he's advertising. He's single.
Just making some popcorn.
They will just come up with anything, won't they?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Sunday Night Smoke says extra butter.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Smoke Sunday needs
Gotta
some
get
extra
that
butter.
butter in there,
Gotta get that butter.
Well, you can take that many ways. Be careful.
Oh, Michael. Oh.
I'm putting that on Twitch on Endless
I
Loop.
don't care what you do with it, man.
I'm gonna
You
use
gotta
that as
use
my
that
alert
as your
sound.
soundbite.
Yes, that's gonna be the
Actually, you know
alert
what?
sounds. Yes.
That's going to be my new alarm.
Yep.
In the morning.
He's gonna wake up.
Michael, more butter. Quality broadcasting here. Thank you so much.
Stream of the
When
week.
we're not making art, we're making
Professional grade quality.
Yes.
So
We're making vocal art.
yes. So yeah, I don't know.
Can you make your tongue dance? Let me show you how.
Yes.
I was going to tie a cherry stem in a knot with my tongue, but You had me at that one, sir.
Man,
The art.
tell you
of
what, man.
noise.
I had some crazy like pot roast last night.
Yeah.
And you know, the next day when you have pot roast, you know, it's not firm. It's more of a just falls out, you know.
Yeah, it's a
And,
one banana clean out is what they call
I
that.
mean, it's like a half a roll of toilet paper
Joe, I
later,
know you
and I'm
so damn
still
well.
wiping, and there's still stuff on the paper. I'm like, is there like a marker in my butt? Like, what's going on here? You
Yeah.
know? Have you ever had that problem, Michael?
This is going completely in another realm, but this
It
is
went to the
good.
toilet, right?
Yeah.
Chris Pratt had that problem.
What do they call that when you do the whispering in the microphone?
ASMR.
ASMR.
I think we're almost heading into that. I think that you could do that once a week.
That's when I'm
Hello,
wiping my nether
hello, yes.
regions.
Yes,
There's like a
Michael's here. Let's
marker
get the
inserted
butter
deep
and the
inside my
popcorn.
cavity.
Yes, I see you there.
And don't squeeze the Charmin. But
All right.
squeeze a Bathurst.
Did Badges and I like take off for a few, or
You guys need a minute?
You know what? When
Yeah.
when we get in that mode, there is nobody, so don't worry about it.
CS, if
There-
we both
there's no
leave, then Joe's gonna have to fix his layout again.
Heck yeah. I mean, I've changed it
True.
4 times
It's
already.
a lot of effort.
As will I don't know if I want to do that. He has more
Yeah,
graphics.
nobody gets to move now
I'm not doing
because
anything.
they've got
I'm
their
just-
layout sorted.
Don't
Yeah.
don't
You
go.
just chill. We'll get
Baby,
through
don't
this
go.
together.
I think you have to sometimes switch up the angles for it to be
That's what
more
she said.
pleasurable. So that's what they did. You know, you can't do the same thing over and over again. You
It's
got to
true.
switch it up.
You got to switch it up, Michael.
You got to
as well.
switch it up.
You
You know,
got
you
to
don't want
switch
to be
those
boring.
angles up. The
don't wanna be
angle of the
boring.
dangle is the trajectory of your future.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep, you got to switch positions.
that's right. It's not the
Yeah.
ocean, but the motion. Or
Mm.
something. So it's
You
not the
better be
size
careful,
of the,
big boy.
yeah. Ooh.
You start talking like that, there'll be
He's
blood
slipping
flowing
into
to
After
circulation.
Dark.
I'm telling you right now, Michael's getting me
I
all
think
dirty.
I think the pit of despair.
Between
here.
his Canadian
Concentrate that
accent and
skill.
him drinking coffee,
Bathurst.
I don't know,
After
man.
Dark.
Listen, if you want real pleasure, we got to bring Colin up. There you go. He'll get the
Yeah.
butter. He'll get the
I'll
butter.
tell you something right now. You take a stick of Kerrygold, a whole stick of butter, Irish cream butter,
Yeah.
put
okay.
that in a skillet and turn it on high. That's
Mhm.
Colin.
That is
Yes.
Colin.
On
That's
a bad
Colin.
day. On a bad day.
Melting,
Yes.
melting in my ear holes.
I'm so glad you used his outro last week. It was
Oh, that
good to
was
hear
what
his
you
voice
made him
again.
so happy. You made
He
him
makes us
so
happy.
happy.
Colin's been
Oh.
a buddy of mine for a long time. He's done so much stuff for us.
Well, he was pretty sad last week. So
Why was he sad?
you should talk to him directly.
He lost landscape, bro. It's a thing. There's a grieving process. You have to go through all the steps.
There is, you know what? As ridiculous as that is, there's a lot of truth
It's
there.
true. I've
There's the king of the
experienced
zinger
this.
right there. I'm going to get a shirt. The king of the zinger. All right.
King of the Zinger. I
Subtle
have.
innuendos. That
What
you
have I
don't even-
started? Did he start the butter thing? What's happening over here in the
I
chat?
don't know.
I see poop emojis and popcorn. Not a
Portrait
good
sucks.
mix, you guys. Not a
Well,
good mix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Portrait
It all went
sucks.
sideways when I came up. I'm so sorry.
No, man. I'm the one that took this thing sideways. You've been fine. I'm the one
Can we
talking
turn
about
it all
markers in your
sideways?
rectum.
That's what we've been gunning for the whole time. We want it to go
See?
sideways.
There you go.
Wait, you don't want a
Landscape,
marker in your rectum when
The
you're
king
washing
of the
dishes.
landscape
zingers.
sideways.
But can we just
Subtle
say thank
innuendos.
God for flushable wipes?
Mm.
Oh
You
God.
sound like Bruno Mars now. Okay.
That gets
Unbelievable.
the stuff
Right.
that the paper doesn't get. Praise God.
When
It
CS
gets
just
in
goes,
up there and gets all the little
"Mm."
dirty.
Yeah.
No, C.S. Murphy goes, oh my,
Oh my. Yeah.
oh my.
In the most non-homosexual way possible. No offense to any of the
Flushable wipes.
homosexuals out
Be
there.
Mm.
careful. Be careful there,
90%
CS.
of my
Oh my
friends.
God.
Oh, CS can say whatever the hell he wants.
Don't
Just so
put
you
your
know,
going that far.
90%, I shit you not, 90% of my friends are gay. I am not gay. I'm just
Fair
letting you
I
know.
would never shit you, CS.
But
You're
I
my
am not.
favorite
Mm-mm.
turd.
No, we won't flush you down.
And you
No.
wonder why we have turds up on the screen here. Okay.
I'm the biggest. I'll admit. You don't want to be
Turd?
with me after Chipotle. I'm just
No,
saying.
you don't.
Not
You
good.
certainly don't want to be in the bottom square.
Can we just talk about corn for a minute? No, I'm just joking.
So can you put more than 4 people up here? Is that what you're saying?
Well, with the Zoom,
With
you can-
ingenuity,
had-
you can do anything you want, Michael Bathurst.
I can.
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends
Leave your
behind.
world
Oh my gosh,
behind.
And
Alicia, I
if you
just
When you
know
don't
the
don't
dance,
dance,
story.
when you don't dance.
I just have
you're no
stories that I
friend of
could tell, and I won't
mine.
share
I used
them.
to be on Haps, and now I'm on Twitch. It's a bitch. All right, it's all good.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't know. We
Michael,
need to
did you
fix this.
miss us? Is that
I always
is that
miss you guys. I always miss you
the
guys.
tagline of this? Michael misses Joe and Lindsay.
I do. Absolutely. That
Michael,
would be a
And
true
CS.
statement.
I think the title of your broadcast tomorrow morning should be "It Feels Good on the Whole."
No. I
Yes.
think what we should say. You
No,
know what
no.
I will do? Call it tomorrow. Everything is an
Pictorial
addiction.
Meditation by Michael Bathurst.
Yes. Get your popcorn, Joseph.
Wait,
Recommend.
here you go. Wait,
or get your popcorn.
Yes. Better out than
that was
in.
real, Michael.
That
Better out
was
than in.
Yep.
Oh my God!
You know
Did you
what? If
put
you
a
want to be
sound
a fart
effect on
champion,
that?
listen. If you want to be
It
a fart
sounded like an
champion,
8-bit. So
no, that sounded like a shart. That's
No,
what
that
that
was real.
sounded.
That
was
came out. That might have to go. There's, I
was-
think there's
Joe
a
is
state
now
in it.
accepting ish
You know what
tickets as donations.
You know what the sucky thing about that is that
It just got
the
real.
audio sounded perfect
Joseph
until you
needs
did
new
that,
underwear.
and it
Please
sounded
donate
like a
now. Thank you so much.
4-bit atrocity right there.
Oh, where's
Everyone
Lindsay?
donate to
Rick.
Joe for
Sorry,
his
Rick. I don't know if you
a
want to
new
hear
computer
this.
chair.
Send new
Ask
shorts
me if I
to
care.
Joe.
Ask
He's
me if I
conditioning
care.
the leather. That's what
There's
we're
that
we're calling
Have
quality
you ever had
professional
Rick up?
broadcast content you were talking about, Michael.
Have you ever had Rick up? Rick Costa? He's wonderful. He's wonderful.
Oh.
I highly recommend him as a guest.
Does he fart?
He farts if he wants to. He can leave
Okay.
his carrots behind. And if he don't
Okay.
fart, he won't no fart. They ain't no fart of mine.
Does he
Yeah,
speak
right.
from his fart though? That's
Yes.
what Joe wants to know.
You know,
Listen, if you want to be fart champion, you
part of
got
me
to
wants
risk
to
shitting your
apologize,
pants.
but
That's what I say.
people that know me, I just can't apologize.
No,
No.
it's a Joe signature trait.
He owns that.
Is that
It's copyright.
That's the professional stuff you were talking about earlier, Michael.
High quality
Well,
content always.
You save that for certain days. Tonight is just,
I saved it for you
it's a release.
because honestly, if you save it back and at the end of it, like if you save it back a few hours, then you really kind of go and push it.
It would
It just
ferment.
Push it real
it's
good.
a trumpet, man. It's a trumpet.
Dun,
You don't
dun,
even
dun,
have
dun,
to.
dun,
You just
I
get
gotta-
to
I
take
gotta-
a nice deep breath.
push it. Dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun,
There's a
dun.
namaste that's
Push
just
it
happening in
real
my
good.
Nomoste.
Yeah.
Namaste
no
now?
mo staying in your butt.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm sorry, CS. I probably just brought your entire.
No, you
level
know
of-
what?
I think we need the
Buddy,
timer.
I
think
envy
we need
you
the timer
because
now, for sure.
I have
think
a
we need to get the
filter
timer
on my
out.
mic that will get rid of everything except a human voice. So I can fart to my heart's content and my mic won't pick it up because it doesn't register.
Yeah,
in
CS is
the-
actually levitating right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen to this. How crazy is this? I can snap my fingers. Can you guys
Yeah.
hear that at all?
Mm-mm.
Can you hear
Don't
that?
light a, listen, don't be near a light or a candle
No.
right now, buddy.
How
Just
crazy
be
is that?
careful. Just be
Hi,
careful.
Walt. Welcome.
Anything else?
The
What's up?
fart
So I envy
palooza
you.
is
Well,
Crack
in
a
well,
recommend.
you don't want to be here. This is way too intense for you.
There's a lot of green gas floating around in here.
There's a lot
This
of
is the scratch
emojis
and
of poop.
sniff segment here on Haps.co.
And now we're scratch and sniff, aren't we? Jesus Christ.
The scratch and sniff.
That's the
Remember
new feature they're going to be adding first.
Only on
that?
your
Scratch and sniff.
Smell-o-vision.
smell-o-vision.
That'll come before the good
Man,
old
I
days.
hope this stream gets featured, and
It
people that are
will.
watching
It
this,
will.
they
Or
get up to
banned.
that like
Yeah, one or
they
the
get
other.
up to that like what is it 1 hour and a half mark, and they're like, did he just do that on a stream?
Did you hear that?
That was for
Can-
PETA.
I
Can
think
you hit
wa-
that?
I-
Can
I
you
think
mark
was
that
for
as the
TikTok.
starting point right at your fart?
God,
Yes.
I wish.
Yes.
Yeah, hit that
Rick
said that
starting
And I
looked
just
like
realized that
global
CS
warming.
Murphy is streaming this on his profile right now.
Oh, that's
really?
some gold
Yeah,
right
you are.
there.
Yeah.
It's,
Yes.
it's
Hi,
dangerous.
Mom.
So happy. Let me.
It's
let
on
me see-
YouTube. It's
Should I
already
do
been
another one?
banned.
Should I do
Facebook.
another one that he's?
Good old Facebook.
Oh, good old
So
Facebook.
can we
Oh,
address?
oh,
Oh,
oh!
what was that again?
Wow, that
A
was a
rip-
ripper.
That was
That
a repeat.
was a ripper.
Whoa,
Rip it
wait,
real
what
good.
was that? Was that what I thought it was?
It
Yes,
was.
it was.
Good
That
God.
was not an earthquake, CS.
Oh,
Whoa,
we
wait,
are
what is that?
live. Was that what I thought?
We
it
are
was?
live
Yes,
on
yes,
Facebook as well.
yes.
That was not an
Breaking news.
earthquake.
Oh,
Whoa.
we are
No.
live. Was that what I thought
We
it
are
was?
live on Facebook as well.
Now
Wow.
it's echoing.
I
Wow.
That
have
was my fault.
I have no dignity whatsoever.
So was that like a
Underwear check,
Incredible
please.
Hulk moment? Did clothes,
No, it's every
rip
day for
open?
me, man. I'm on
Oh,
medication for other things, and that's
we're
one of the
keeping
signs.
it real tonight. There we go.
Oh
Oh
dear,
dear God.
Oh
Joseph.
my.
Well,
My
if you're having a
God.
bad day, you can always come back to this stream,
They
fast
will.
forward it up, and have yourself a good laugh on my expense. I don't care.
Good God, man. What did you eat?
I'm gonna sample
Look
this.
at
That's
poor Walton now needs therapy. Oh dear, Joseph. Oh dear.
Ah, rectal therapy.
Better out than in. That's what my
It
grandma
is.
said.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good timing. Good day.
It depends on your proclivities, I guess. But sure, Michael.
And your exclusivities.
Are we okay to ask questions at all? Can I ask
You've
questions?
asked me
Who are
questions
we
the
asking
entire time you've been
questions?
on here. What are you asking me now?
Either this is the perfect time or the worst time. What's up?
Ask me
How's
questions.
it
What are we? Who's
going?
asking me questions?
I'm afraid
Are-
now. Be
No, ask
afraid.
me
What's up,
questions.
DC
Be
Hooper?
afraid. You were just
No.
after all that gas, I thought you might be more open to questions, but
Oh, I'm open. Ask.
okay. No, well, yeah, we
So
clearly
you
know
have
you're
you
open.
have 60 seconds on the clock.
Okay, you got your watch
Yeah, I do.
for my questions?
And go.
Go.
Go. So, in this current moment in time in your life in 2021, what is something you currently would like to work on within yourself and something you feel like you mastered this year? Done.
That's
How
pretty
long did
cool.
that take?
19.6 seconds.
Oh, that sucks. I should do that in 10. I'll
You
get
need
better in the
more.
future. Go.
Something that I felt that I've mastered this year has been, I would say, adapting. Actually, no, I'll take that back. Doing something that I love which is live streaming, and being able to take that and make a little money off of that on the side. That's something I've not been able to do until Haps came along, to be able to actually gather a community. So I feel pretty proud about the fellow creatives that's in this neck of the woods. I got CS, and I got Lindsay, and I got Desiree and Jeremy, Native Graffiti. The list goes on and on. That's something I'm very proud of, is the people that has joined me on this amazing journey here on Haps, and forming an art community. Very proud of that. Very thankful for that.
Yeah.
Something that I need to work on within me. Man, I'm not sure. I'm a pretty jacked up individual. I'll be honest. I'm a very flawed human being. I think I have a tendency sometimes to just say things on the fly without actually having a moment to process what I'm saying before I say it. And so when I'm in the moment and I'm infuriated, I'm only acting on emotions. I'm only acting on passion. But sometimes when I say things, that comes back and can be um, misinterpreted in other ways. So that would be the one thing I would like to work on, is adding a filter to Joe's subconscious.
Okay.
Oh man, that was
Does
Cool.
beautiful.
anybody want to ask somebody else in the broadcast a question?
Does that make sense?
Yep.
It does. I love how real you are at times. Like
I
you
love
bare
you,
your
Cookie.
soul. You bare your soul sometimes. I like that.
Well, you got to be
It's
transparent. I can't stand somebody that's fake. I've met too many fake people in my life, and it's just a waste of time.
yeah.
When you cater to someone that is fake, you start taking on their mannerisms,
Mhm.
and toxicity breeds toxic people.
Yes.
And so, show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. So, in that, there's truth.
Yeah. But it takes a brave person though to bare their soul. Very few people do that.
Well, after you've been through half the crap I've been through in my life, I have nothing else to give but just the true me. I don't have
Yeah.
masks. I don't wear masks. I don't do that.
Yeah.
And so I guess the blessing and the curse of my life is allowing me to not be a fake person, but to be a real person, because when you're real, there's more joy and truth and love
Mhm.
that comes in that sharing.
Yeah. Uh, Can we ask C.S. Murphy the same question? And is he open to answering it?
Sure. Well, I
What
don't
are-
know.
what
He's right
was
there.
the
Why don't you
question?
ask him?
Sorry.
I don't think he was listening.
Did you want to repeat the
What's the question?
question? It's been a minute.
Yeah,
Just a recap, if you would.
sure. I'll try to paraphrase the best I can.
Okay.
This year, what have you been proud of that you've accomplished in 2021? What is something that you thought, wow, I did that right? And what is something moving into 2022 that you feel you still need to work on? A part of you that's maybe flawed.
Sorry.
Laws are the delicacy of human beings, are they not?
Beautifully
But to
said.
answer that, I am really proud of the fact that I got out of my own way this year and landed a few positions in the industry that I can wear on my chest with pride if given a badge. Um, and that's in no way gloating about those positions. It's being more grateful and appreciative uh, as the result of all the hard work that I've done in just trying to be an artist, which is hard to do, especially in Los Angeles where everything is just spiked up financially speaking. But aside from that, I'm really happy that I kind of stick out somewhat in a very oversaturated environment where I could walk 2 miles that way and realize that someone's doing art way better than I am. And, I got to keep that in check. So I'm always in the pursuit of knowledge. I'm always being appreciative of how little I know to advance that knowledge, and something to work on as your second part would be to also just get out of my own way and not see that as the grand design of existence in my own kind of partial uh, acting part in this experience. I have someone that loves me dearly that's in the next room over. We share a common ground, and we love each other dearly. So relationships and human interaction are also important, which can get very diluted and homogenized and not even worthwhile to explore when you're in a digital world like this, where we can all talk with each other remote and removed energetically, but still feel that we have like a common ground with each other. Sometimes that'll spoil the experience that's literally breathing in the next room over. So I always try to find room to kind of unplug from this as much as I love you guys, because there are, human feelings and energies and electrical chemical dispersions at risk as the sum result of what some could consider an obsession, depending on how far you take this digital experience with people. So I hope that
Yeah,
answers your questions.
I want to just echo off of what CS just said for a second, if I may. My wife is a registered nurse, so I only get to see her 2.5 hours a night. So that's Monday through Friday, and I'm very cautious because a lot of people's like, "Why can't you stream during the day? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that?" Well, my wife comes home about 2:33, and I only get to see her till about 7:30. We get to have dinner together, and then she goes to bed. And so the reason why I'm online a lot at night is because my wife goes to bed very early, which gives me a lot of time to create, establish these kind of relationships. But I'm not online every night. I don't want to make it something habitual. I definitely kind of echo and appreciate what CS was talking about, like rules and boundaries. And, uh, you know, if I was single, that might be different, but there's people that have another side of my heart. There's another 50% of my heart sleeping in the next room over. And I got to make sure that that other side of me is maintained, is arms are wrapped around. I'm there to hear how her day went. I'm not checking out on my phone or on a device.
Yeah.
So that's very important for me. But I'm glad you said that, CS. That's really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, being partnered, there's a lot of energy that goes into the partnership, and there's
Yep.
sometimes a egoistic kind of divide where it's like, oh man, I wish I could just draw right now and not like go out and see a movie or blah blah blah. But that's like, I know that there's like a selfish center within each person. It's like part of the R complex, the reptilian hind mind, if you want to talk about
Mm.
that,
Yep.
which is probably outside of the scope of this conversation. But we act selfishly first, and then when we have time to kind of reflect and relax our brains, we can realize like what kind of harm we did to another person if that were to get out of control.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I've learned as someone that enjoys companionship but also isolation, almost like a cat to the point. I it's so important to balance that. It's
Mm-hmm.
not even funny. And I see other people that have like 5 kids. I don't have any kids, and they're banging
Mm.
out artwork far more so than I am in the next like 3, 4, 5 years. Like they're doing more artwork in a year than I can do in like the next 5 years. So then like I also have these self reflections by seeing like what's going on in the world. Like how are these people doing this when I'm not even remotely kind of interrupted in a sense that these people are. So anyways, I don't want to go into like a big
No,
long
you're
about that,
you're
but
making sense, and I find
it's
too that some of my greater blessings in life, the things that I kind of feel that are meant to happen, that are for me and for my wife, are when I deny myself and I all of my energy is focused on someone else. I feel like there's a greater blessing to be had when you can deny yourself and kind of exalt someone that is in your inner circle, whether it be your family, someone who just needs to talk, or just anything of that anything of that matter, essentially. But I think the biggest lessons that I've been taught in the past 3 years is denying myself my wants, my preferences. There's these things that I live by, and I don't, I've never shared this online, but there's absolutes, preferences, and convictions. And those three things is kind of like I'm getting some feedback from somebody,
Mm-hmm.
but there's like a triangle type situation where an absolute is something you can't change. It's universal. It will never change. Um, for example, God, in that sense, whether you believe or not, your faith in a higher power, something that is greater than you that can't be changed. That is an absolute. A preference is where I'm starting to learn to deny myself more in that. I prefer this over that. And anything I do in my life, I would rather have that than this. And so when you're denying those preferences, you're actually exalting yourself more to the person that you love, that you're interested in. Convictions are things that I'm learning that. Example, I have a guy in my men's group who just come out of Alcoholics Anonymous. I am not going to go and invite him to a local place where there's wings and say, "Hey man, let's go have a beer." That's a conviction. That's a personal moral compass. So there's things that I'm going to do in my life that's not going to make another man stumble, or woman stumble in their walk, in their path to enlightenment. That's just a conviction in me. I'm not going to be a stumbling block to somebody else. So denying my preferences and following through with my convictions while keeping the main thing is kind of like the pyramid that grounds me, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is how I live my life, in that essence of those three things. Um, so hopefully that may help somebody out there that is struggling in that area. Is
Yeah.
sometimes you need to have an absolute, something that you need to look up into, that you can't change, that is a reality. Um, and then under that will be your preferences and convictions.
Do you have like an unshakable moral code? Like
I
there's
do.
just
I'm
yeah,
extremely firm in certain things
yeah.
that for me I would consider not a conviction or a preference, but an absolute. There's a moral compass that I live. It's a code.
It's a
And
code.
so
Yeah.
it's a code. It's just something innate in me that drives me every day of my life.
But you strive for excellence, and I get that from C.S. Murphy. And um,
Well, yeah, we got to strive for excellence.
so we have one
Oh,
person who needs to answer this question, and Walt brought that up.
Thanks,
And
Walt.
I love that Walt never stirs the pot. Thank you, Walt. So are you ready to answer the question? Do you need me to rephrase it
So,
again? I
I believe
can.
the question is over the last year, what is some of my greatest achievement, and then what is something I need to work on? Is that correct?
Actually, what it was
Okay.
what are you most proud of? Like,
Most
what is
proud of.
something
Okay.
you felt like you nailed it, and you went, God, I
Ah.
got that right. And
Okay.
then the other part is self-reflecting, going, you know what? I lack in this part of my life. Like I'm
Gotcha.
flawed. I need to
Gotcha.
fix this in
Okay.
2022.
Um. Um. I feel like I'm most proud of my growth as an artist this year. I feel like I've really, really grown in my traditional art, leaps and bounds. And that's just because I've been fully immersed and surrounded by creative people every single day and learning from them and being motivated and encouraged by them. And that has just helped me soar in my own craft. I also feel that as a live streamer, I've always kind of played the secondary role of co-host, and I've really stepped into the shoes of more of the solo stream hosting shoes a little bit more too. So those are two really big things this year that I've really proud of my growth in that. Just kind of taking that as my own because I've always kind of been the wingman of Joe or the wingman of whoever I'm on the show with, and just kind of taking their lead. And I've really kind of taking that as my own on this platform. I've really shined, I feel. Um, Things I can work on: patience, online, offline, everywhere in my life. I really have a short fuse sometimes, and a lot of the times you guys don't see that here because I do have a little bit of a persona that I do online that I don't necessarily fully let myself go online that I do here in the house. And as a mom and as a wife, I do experience a lot of frustrations just in typical house and life management that I probably could use a little more patience and a little more grace in dealing with some of the things that we have to deal with. And it's nothing over dramatic, it's just
Mhm.
standard day-to-day stuff that I let get under my skin. I have an 11-year-old that has some serious hormone imbalance issues that she's going through, and I just want to kill her almost every day. But I have to let some of that stuff and that really triggers my buttons, I have to learn how to let that go. So exactly, broadcaster mode. Thank you, Rick. That's exactly kind of whenever I turn the camera on, my personal life doesn't exist. And so this is kind of like my escape. Whenever I'm really, really stressed out from my life, I and kind of like Joe was saying, he has his times that he schedules in his life to have family time, and then he has his free time, and he schedules it accordingly to how it works out with his life schedule, which similarly aligns to how mine works as well. But my husband has his own free time, and he's usually in the same room with me at the same time. You guys, whenever I'm embarrassed, look at my neck. See this? I'm talking about myself. This is what happens. I'm fine. It's just that I'm embarrassed. It's okay. So I don't like talking about myself. It's the worst. Um, he's always usually in the stream across the room from me. He always hears the conversations. He knows the personalities. Maybe not as well as I do because he doesn't hear you guys talk. He only hears what
Mm.
I say. So he's familiar with the drama and the happenings of what's going on, and he does get concerned because he knows this is my social life. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Momming is my job, and I do a hell of a damn good job of it. And I'm proud of the way my kids have grown and how well my home is managed, but it's a stressful job as well. So this is a place for me to escape and to let go and to be an adult and have grown-up conversations. And so yeah, that's this patience is really, my my growth goal.
I love that, Lindsay.
Yeah.
I just want to say a statement about you. I think you're one of the best speakers on Habs, period. And you are,
Really?
oh yeah, I've always said that. You
Not
have
this guy
great,
up here?
I don't like comparing because we all have gifts, but you are laser sharp. And most of the shit that you do, people don't know you're doing it. That's how bright you are. And I think
I'm a
there's a very
smart
few
ass most of
percentage
the
that
time.
know what you're doing. And I know sometimes, but not all the times. So, you know, I'm a Commodore 64 brain. I don't know what you are. You're definitely
Right.
million levels
And
up,
you were
but
telling me the other day, you were like, you were talking 90-0. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's just I try to just get everything out as quickly as
mhm,
possible. You guys can catch it back on the replay if you miss something and
mhm.
rewind.
What I was trying to do there without being a dick about it was you need to breathe. And it's like
I
a
know.
guitar solo. So the guitar solo is only as good as the spaces. If you have no
Oh.
spaces, so they call that you got to breathe. And you
Mhm.
have so much beautiful energy, and you are like you play with words like musicians play with notes.
Hmm.
Like you've got a gift there, and that needs to
Thank
be harnessed. And so when you believe in yourself, if you saw what I saw, you would never doubt. Your neck would never go red,
you. Thank you.
ever. So I'm just saying that I see a great talent in you that could be harvested in the next 10 years. And I've always been really good at seeing talent in people.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's a
and
great
you know,
compliment.
we've got some serious testosterone in this room here. So
I'm used to it. You live streaming boys. You guys just love hanging out on the internets.
yes, you know, farting and shit
I
turd
get along
emojis. You
better
know,
with males than females on an average. Anyways, I don't deal with the cattiness of what tends to
mm,
nothing against girls really. I
mhm,
just have a tendency to gravitate more towards
mhm,
the male figure because there's less emotion involved.
right.
And I really don't deal with
Mhm.
the fluctuating drama of the days. You know?
Yeah.
Yes. Here I was about to say that I have a strong feminine side. I think I'll just.
Well, I'm no dude. I'm definitely an extremely feminine girl, but there's some days where I'm just like I can't deal with
You
the,
did
you
it
know.
again. She did it again. She's the only person I know that can say a word, and while she says the word, behind it, it's like, what the fuck? Like you can do zingers with one word. Like that is such. I'm not a dude.
I'm not a dude.
I'm not.
I'm not.
I just hope, as a friend, I hope you consider me a friend. I hope that you can see how powerful you are, and I hope you use it in a manner that really helps the greater good.
I appreciate your kind words, and I'll tell you what, Michael. I will not call you a friend yet, but I will definitely call you a friendly.
Well, it's better than a
Because
friend.
it
What?
takes time to develop a friendship,
Oh,
and we
oh, I
haven't
know.
really
You,
had the hours to
yeah.
cross that line
Yeah.
into friendship, but I will
Listen,
definitely call you a
I'm looking
friendly.
forward to that day 5 years from now because
Okay,
you know,
deal.
yeah, you know, I think there's quite a
You got
few
to grind it
fences.
out, Michael.
Oh,
You gotta
you,
grind
it's
it out, girl. You
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
earn
That
your keep
I,
around
footwork
these
in.
yeah,
parts.
You
Michael.
got some crap to deal with.
Oh. Do you want to talk about the crap you have to deal with to get?
No, I'll send
Well,
you a picture tomorrow on Discord.
clearly loves you, so you've done something right.
Well, likewise, I never had a sister. I don't have any siblings growing up. So she's the closest thing to a
You've got
sister I
about
think I'll
7
ever
years
have.
to catch up on, Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably be dead. You'll be able to say a couple nice words about me. Go, he was a crazy motherfucker, but and he
He
made me
was a
uncomfortable.
nice guy while we knew him.
Well, he knew. He made my
He
neck
hated
red.
he
He made
hated pig
my neck red
emojis.
with stupid questions.
He hated
Yeah.
pig emojis.
Yes, and bull.
He was a great guy, but
Those pig emojis
he would
got him.
literally remove you
Yeah,
from your
yeah.
stream faster than you can fart.
Well, I think you put a timer on you. That was the you know the rise and the fall.
What other
Could you
creative
imagine how
ways
many
is
words
Michael
I can squeeze into
Bathurst
60 seconds,
going to come
Michael?
up with to be able to govern his live streams? That's
Oh, I
the
love
thing I'm
that.
waiting for.
I love that. That's a shirt.
Yeah.
There's merch there. That was a
Yeah.
merch right moment there.
Bathurst
What's
governed.
up, Stevie?
Yes.
Governed by Bathurst.
Well, my favorite thing ever was he's in the Haps bus and he'll run you over. Don't trust his ass.
That's hilarious.
That's my favorite. He'll come
Oh,
by your
I did
house
not mean to do
and
that.
truck over you on his Haps bus.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well,
I saw you drop that Discord link up there.
Heck yeah, I did.
Were you going to talk about it, or are you just going to randomly
No, I'm
drop
just
it on there?
randomly dropping it.
I got you.
I don't even know the Discord link for Habs. I'm so out of the loop.
Well, they have the invites cut off, so there's no point in knowing about it.
Oh,
Yeah, you
really?
can't join now.
Yeah, you can't join. They cut it off.
Well,
It still exists. They're just not letting
But
anybody
ours is
new
all
in.
right.
Ours is open and taking
I think I could make a call and get it. But I'm not that interested.
as you wish.
You're not
Yeah.
missing much, to be
There's
honest.
just a
with
bunch of moaner groaners in there
you.
right
Some
now.
few people like, yeah, that's what I was
Which
gonna
I mean,
say.
they're justified. That is not a
Yeah.
diss. That is just
Yeah.
the conversation is just
Can you
as
break down with more detail what a mono groaner is?
people that have issues with what's currently going on.
But
but
the
are
issues
they-
are even more deeper than the issues that they're having because they themselves have so many issues and problems that they're bringing out
Yes.
all of their issues onto other
Yes.
people.
Yes.
That's a moaner groaner.
Not on the Discord.
Yeah.
It's also a projector as well.
Okay, as you wish.
Ooh, I like
Ooh.
that terminology.
But don't you find when people are happy within themselves, they don't really care about the opinions of others? The foundation within them keeps them
Yes,
grounded.
sir. I can fully agree with that.
And then
I
sometimes
know
when
exactly where that's stemming from too, and I appreciate it.
and when they know who they are, the things just bounce off. They don't care.
Mhm.
Now, for me, what I'm trying to do right now, which seems to be deemed as evil, what was the other thing I was told?
Poor
was gonna
Lindsay,
get-
her neck. Her neck
Yeah.
hasn't even
Don't
calmed
worry.
down yet.
Yeah,
Stop
it's
it,
okay.
Joe.
But you know
It's
what?
fine.
We got to shine light on how amazing she is.
See, this is why I don't do well with live streaming therapy.
What's up, James? How you doing, man? Appreciate it.
It's
I
fine.
love
Appreciate
that.
the
What would you
love.
call that? Live stream therapy.
Yeah, it's live stream
Yes.
therapy. It's basically what it was. We
Tu-
we all came
Tuesday
into Michael's
mornings.
office and we all took
Tu-
a turn laying down on the
Yeah.
couch and just spilling our soul.
Yeah,
for just
I'm
a
evil. You got to
moment.
be careful. What did I use? Mind
It gets
control in
sticky if you
another.
spill it too much.
Remember, Michael, you're only a friendly.
Yes. Yes.
You gotta watch it.
You only have your toe in the pond. Fuck off. Yeah, I got
You don't want to be known as the rapist,
Michael
as
gets
most
it.
therapists are known as.
Well, listen, guys, it's 20 minutes till 3 here on the East Coast. I'm going to wrap this
Good.
stream up.
Yeah.
But
Can-
Well, Michael has a
can-
morning stream in like 2 hours, so it's
No,
fine.
no one even asked me what I wanted to answer the same question. I can.
no,
do it
we
fairly-
don't. We're good.
What we really want to know is what you're grateful for, Michael.
Well, see, now we're being condescending.
Say good night, Michael.
Good night, Michael. All right.
All right.
Look, it's his forehead.
Look at this
I know,
amazing
right?
new
This is-
layout that
I love you,
Joe has
Michael.
made here.
I'm just no, I'm
Nice.
wrapping it up. I'm literally trying to wrap it up. CS, thank you so much for joining tonight, just hanging out in this chill
For sure.
vibe.
Absolutely.
Ella, Bunny, where have you been? What in the world?
Right?
What is happening?
but,
She streamed
I'll be
earlier
back
today.
on the Creative Multiverse on Wednesday night over on Twitch. So join me there. I'm not kicking anybody out. I'm kicking.
Nope. He's still chilling.
I'm-
He's back in the backstage. Nobody got kicked.
I'm closing it down. So,
Yes.
but you guys have an amazing night. I'm gonna wrap it up. I want to go to bed. I'm tired, but I will see you guys soon.
Join the multiverse Discord.
Yes. Yes.
Be a part of the
it's
creative
right there.
multiverse.
One more time for you.
There you go.
Alrighty, Lindsay, CS,
Yes.
you guys be creative. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'll see you soon.